What's going on, guys? Compound010 back again for another video here on the channel, and welcome back to another Reddit video. Yes, I'm still in the same clothes as last time because I'm literally recording this just after the last one, so there you go. What was I gonna say? Last time where we reviewed entitled parents, this time we're going to look at entitled people. Very similar story, but it's not all specifically restricted to entitled parents and their kids. So, for instance, we've got this story right here. Entitled student freaks out because I'm doing laundry, then throws my uniforms in the trash. So let's just jump straight. Hey y'all, it's me again. This happened just about 45 minutes ago, so it's pretty fresh. Me, culinary bard, entitled student, entitled student friend, residential advisor. On with the show. I got into one of the best culinary schools in the US. I'm close to graduating. Now during class, there's a 1% chance you'll get out of a class and your uniform stays clean. So yeah, we culinary students go through about 4 uniforms a week. You were lucky if you can make one uniform last 2 days. Yeah, makes sense. Now, I just got a lot of tomato sauce on my jacket earlier today, and it was my last uniform set, so it was laundry day. Now, bear in mind that I had other clothes to wash, so it was going to be a large load. I go down to the laundry room on the ground floor. Thank God there were 2 washers left. The other 4 were already in use. I separate my uniforms from the rest of my clothing because they're white and I didn't want the other colors to bleed into them. Unfortunately for me, the other 2 available washers were not side by side and were a few washers apart. I can see where this is going. Here comes entitled student and entitled student friend. As I'm loading my uniform into the washer, I'm greeted with a "What the fuck?" I look to see entitled student and her friend standing by the door, holding one set of clothes, which looked like a set of workout clothes. The campus I'm studying at was in the middle of swapping people from the crappy dorms into the better ones I'm staying at, so I had no idea who the hell this woman was. Me, can I help you? Why are you using both washers? There's no way you have that much laundry. Sorry, I'm in the culinary program. I separate my uniforms so they won't get discolored. Plus, these washers are relatively small. If you overload the washers, half your clothes will wash, but the stuff underneath won't be gone dry. I think that's supposed to be say bone dry, maybe, I don't know. I've been waiting all damn day to get this washed. I need to work, and this is my favorite workout outfit. Sorry. My apologies, but I don't want my uniforms to. But if I don't wash my uniforms, my instructors will dock my grade for being unhygienic. Entitled friend who wasn't entitled student's friend who wasn't entitled at all. Right. Okay. So okay. Yeah. I guess it makes sense. Tries to calm it down and try it again. In an hour. About an hour. This entitled student refuses and demanded I take my uniform out of the washer. I politely yet firmly tell her no. I turned to start my washer, which I had the other clothing. I thought that would be the end of it. At basic rules, first come, first served. So if you don't understand that, you know, you kind of need to grow up a little bit. And I'm assuming these people are in like college, uni, so at least UK standard of college and uni, stuff like that. Should be basic knowledge at this point. And if what she's saying is true, the washers are small, you know, just kind of wait. To be fair, working out can be done at pretty much any time, so this bitch should be able to wait just an hour or so. Oh hell no! Oh hell to the no! As I start up the other washer, this bitch literally opens up the other machine, grabs my uniforms covered in detergent, and throws them in the nearby trash bin, where we emptied the lint traps. She then throws her clothes in the washer and starts the machine. She gives me the look like she just made the biggest achievement of her life. So it's kind of being like, kind of one of those looks, yeah? What the hell? Those are my uniforms. I tried to ask you nicely, but you wouldn't comply. So I took care of it myself. You can try again in an hour. The last part really pissed me off, as I wasn't about to just give her, I was about to give her a peace of mind where the residential assistant, I think, showed up. It turned out while she and I were having a little argument, entitled friend went to the RA, residential assistant. After getting mine an EF statement, entitled friend statement, the RA took entitled student to the head of residential housing. Luckily, the guy who was using one of the washers was transferring their clothes into the dryer. Entitled friend helped me dig my uniform out, and I was still able to get my uniforms washed. In the end, entitled student got 48 hours of community service. Her and entitled friend don't speak no more. I guess entitled friend got tired of entitled students bitching. If Karma was a real woman, I'd date her in a heartbeat. Okay, right. Okay, so yeah, entitled student got what she deserved. You know, she should have waited, not chucked everything in the wash. For 48 hours of community service. That's a bit harsh for just chucking stuff in the bin. I get the principle of it, and rightly so, there should be a punishment, but 48 hours is 2 whole days of community service. Like, really? I feel like an apology and like maybe some compensation money or something if you had to pay for these machines or something like that. I feel like that would have been better, or at least 24 hours, but 48? Damn. That's some strict ass school. But yeah, again, like I said, first come, first serve. Basic rule of life, pretty much. You know, she can wait. It's working out compared to actual uniforms for class. You know, if you're not an entitled person like this person was, then you can see the need for the uniforms compared to just your workout, your favorite workout uniform, implying that she has other workout uniforms. So why not just wear one of the other ones, you know? So, like I said in the previous video, people are stupid, people are entitled, people are twats. So, anyway, I'm gonna hop off, I'm gonna hop on back onto the entitled entitled people Reddit page, find another story. I'll be back with you guys momentarily. Right, so I found another story, and we're gonna just jump straight into this one. It sounds pretty interesting from the title, so we'll go straight into it. Old man touches me while I'm getting a Snickers. Random nice lady saves the day. Right. So this story will be a little bit messy since I'm writing it on my phone. For a little bit of backstory, I have a friend, male. So she's so this is a female, I'm assuming. Maybe, I don't know. Sorry, it's 2019, shouldn't be assuming genders. I apologize. Who I very often hang out with since we both enjoy walks and road trips, so we do stuff like that in the meantime. So here comes the cast. BF, best friend, you know, and literal god. EP, entitled fucking pedophile. Me, sexiest human alive. And RNL, random nice lady. Best friend's boyfriend was going out of town. Best friend's boyfriend... Yeah, right, yeah, so best friend's boyfriend was going out of town to visit his family. Since they live a good 2 hours away from us, best friend and I were cooking up some new adventures since we haven't done that in a while. We decided that we were going to take our bikes and ride down to the beach fairly near us so we could take a dip into the pool, or sea. When me and best friend had been biking for a while, or what it's now called... When me and best friend had been biking for a while, or what it's now called, we decided to stop near a little shop by the road where we were biking on since best friend was thirsty. Best friend went to an energy drink aisle since he is a low-key fucking addict to that stuff. Same. And I decided that I want to have some Snickers because you're not you unless you have a Snickers. Advertising. I was kind of bowing down because the Snickers were near the floor. I don't really know how to explain, so I hope you get it. And I suddenly felt a fucking hand on my ass. Me, while turning around so I could see the person. Excuse me? It's up here. Nice ass you got there. Nice ass you got there. I could tell that the dude was drunk. I hate people who don't put the like speech like one after another and then paragraph the story elements of it. It's, you know, it's weird. Nice ass you got there. I could tell that he was drunk, not only by the way he was folding every 5 seconds, but he reeked of alcohol. What the fuck? I started getting aggressive because, again, there's no ending of the thing. Like, there should be quotation marks at least would help, rather than just the me bit. Whatever, nitpick, whatever. I started getting aggressive because this old man was touching me. Now, neither me or my friend are that old. We are 14 and almost 15, which made the situation a whole lot fucking worse. Hey, no need to get angry there. At this moment, best friend walked over to me, not knowing what had just happened, and just seeing this old guy stand by me. Best friend in Spanish. Hey, what's going on? We both came from Hispanic families, so we both can our fair share of the language. This old perv is fucking touching me. Now, entitled pedophile was reacting since he noticed that we weren't talking English, which apparently offended him very much. So he's a racist as well as a pedophile. Entitled pedophile said something along the lines of, "Hey, talk English, you Mexican whores. We are in America." Right. It's one of those kind of people. We're in America, the greatest country alive. Nobody cares. Grow up. Well, I say that he's an old man. You know, like, I never understood this. You guys can give me feedback on this, but it's just like, can you blame old people for being racist in a way? Because as much as obviously now it's 2019, a lot of people are still racist, but a lot of people like my age, 21 or 20 and younger and a few years older, have obviously grown up knowing that racism is bad and that you don't do it. You just don't. Plain and simple, don't do it. If you're a racist, fuck off, right? Simple as. But can you really blame elderly people who still have racist tendencies? Because it's just kind of the way that they've grown up, depending what era they're from. I personally kind of defend that act, some to a certain degree. Some people like this, absolutely not. But in a case of like my grandfather personally has some racist tendencies, when he does bring them up, I tell him about it, we laugh about it, and he moves on, stuff like that. But it's not something I personally blame him for. Again, it's the way he was brought up. I was brought up differently, so it's just kind of one of those things. Anyway, mini rant over, back to the story. Hey, talk English, you Mexican whores, we are in America. Me and my best friend were staring wide-eyed at the dude. We couldn't believe what this old, stuck-up fucking bitch just said. Real nice lady must have heard what the entitled pedophile said, and she came over to us and said, "Hey kiddos, ready to go now?" We just kind of stared at her for a moment until we realized what she meant. Both best friend and I nodded and followed real nice lady to the counter to pay for our stuff, and then she walked us out of the store. We said goodbye to the lady and jumped into our bikes again. We had an amazing day at the beach, and we even saw one of those people who throws torches and then swallow fire. So I'm assuming real nice lady was just trying to save them. Either that or she was entitled. Well, no, I doubt it. I'm assuming she was just trying to save them from that situation. Like, calm down the situation, let them go on the free. Hopefully, she gave the old the pedophile like a smack around. I can't remember. Did they say that this was an old lady? Random nice lady saves the day. So no, it doesn't say if they're old or not. But again, to a certain point, elder generation kind of got to, like, obviously it's hard to. They're saying it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks, right? So if the elderly people of our generation have been brought up knowing that thinking racism is a good thing to say or is a common thing to say, then again it's hard to say no, these are, they're people like us, and so, like, even though it should be a common thing, this is a whole different subject. This is politics now, stuff like that. This is this is not what I meant to get the video into. Either way, this guy's a prick. We're in America and attitude. I hate people, like, I get it, America's a good country, but it's just like there are other countries, there are other languages. Be nice to fellow man. The one thing I'll ever take from the Bible, I'm not religious or anything like that, is treat thy neighbor how you would like to be treated, or something along those lines. I don't know the official quote. That's the one thing I try and live by. You should too. Fairly common sense. Anyway, I'm gonna find another story. We'll do one more. Given that we're about the 15-minute mark, I'll try and find a shortish one. Get it up to 20 minutes. We'll go from there. See you in a minute. Right, okay, we have our third and final story of this episode, and it's titled I've Upgraded to First Class. So we're going to go read it. It's got a bit of a background, so let's take a look at it first. Background: airline captain commuting to work purchased a full fare. I'm assuming they're the airline captain. Airline captain commuting to work purchased a full fare first class ticket to get there. Lived in Atlanta at the time. Domiciled in I don't know what that means. Domiciled in Houston and commuted. Normally, you could get a jump seat in the cockpit, but on this auspicious day, they were already taken. Pass riding wasn't an option because there were no seats in coach, and the only one in first pass riders can get bumped up fare-paying customers or passengers. And I needed to get to work, so I plunked down my credit card and bought the last first-class seat. Boarding has occurred, and I'm peacefully in my seat, waiting for the pushback. So, cast of characters. Me, commuting pilot. Okay. EW, entitled woman, FA, flight attendant. CPT, captain of the flight I am on. Right. You're in my seat. You'll need to move, like, right now. Me, checks boarding pass. Nope, this is my seat. Not gonna happen. Sorry. You're an employee. You're sitting in my seat. Move now. May I see your boarding pass? Clearly there's been some mistake. You may not see my boarding pass. I showed that when I boarded. I've upgraded to first class. Now move. You'll need to resolve this with the flight crew. I am a passenger. Entitled woman stomps off, resembling an irritated Dolores Umbridge, and returns with the FA. I like that reference. It's a Harry Potter reference if you don't know. But I try to remember, Dolores Umbridge is this bitch right up here. She's a pain in the ass. Flight attendant. Good morning, Captain. May I see your boarding pass? Me. Sure thing. Show his boarding pass. Flight attendant. Ma'am, that's his seat. He paid for it. Well then, throw him off, dear. I've upgraded to first class, and that is now my seat. I'll need to see your boarding pass, ma'am. You will not. I showed it when I boarded. I've upgraded to first class. How did you upgrade to first class? I upgraded to first class. It is more important than an employee. Now get him out of my seat. Right, now listen. This guy may be an employee of the airline, but he is a paying customer. If he was an employee working on that flight, wouldn't be sitting down in your seat now, would he? So, again, it just goes back to the thing of people are bloody stupid. I upgraded to first class is more important than an employee. Now get him out of my seat. Someone has called to the cockpit and the captain has left the flight deck to deal with this. Ma'am, I'm Captain Wallaby, not his real name. I've just spoken with the gate agent. We certainly apologize for this awkward situation. The agent has corrected your paperwork and has a voucher for your future travel for you as well. Please go fetch your new boarding pass and voucher and we'll be on our way. Entitled woman departs up the jetway, a triumphant smile on her face. The captain turns to the flight attendant and says, prepare the doors for the departure. The doors close. The captain returns to the cockpit and as we push back, I can see the EW pounding away on the glass next to the jetway. It was a nice ride to Houston. The coffee was wonderful. Absolute legend of a captain. This bitch making a fuss for having her seat taken, and this guy literally's like, oh yeah, we've amended it. Go get your new boarding pass. And just gets left. To be honest, absolutely deserved. Karma's a bitch. That's fucking insane. That captain is amazing. And again, a shout out to the story for having a Harry Potter reference. Very much liked it. I don't know. Just treat others like you want to be treated. Honestly, nothing is entitled to you, obviously, unless you actually own it. Like this, yes, it's entitled to me because I own it. But you know, stuff like that. But like, if you don't have specific dominion over something, and if you haven't purchased it yourself, just leave it alone. It's not yours. Don't be a thief. Don't be an entitled person. You take a step back and you realize how many truly entitled people are in this world, and it's quite funny because 9 times out of 10 they will get slapped on their ass like this person did. So, either way, that is where I'm going to end today's video, guys. Thank you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did all enjoy. I hope you enjoyed my little rant about racism as well. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy it, and I shall see you guys next time. See ya.